Yeah, I was going to say, because with a lot of fashion brands, they grow, they peak, but
Hmm.
how do they stay at the peak? A lot of them kind of just fall off. Like, what is the secret to keeping a brand cool and trendy?
Innovation, 100%. Never, and I tell this to everyone. I tell this to my clients. If you have something that works, try to find more of what works.
Yeah.
Most people lean on what works, but you never want to do that. So it's the same when a client of mine, he messaged me, he said, Samuel, insane, I'm doing 10K a day at the moment. First thing I say is don't get comfortable, start testing more products, start making iterations of what's working already. Icon is working because, bro, we are pumping out designs. We have our head of design, he's fucking killing it. He has designed over 150 products, for example, only for this year. And then we just pick and choose what we want to drop. We are heavily in the game, you know. Competitor research is so important. You always need to be on top of the game. You need to know what's working. And that's what most people don't do. They just put their finger in the air, see where the wind is blowing, and then take a guess. We never guess, you know. So
At what stage of the business would you recommend to hire a designer?
a product designer later, way later, honestly. We just hired one just a year ago, bro.
So who's doing designs before that?
Just you can just do it freelance, or what we had. We had suppliers who had their own designers. They already had products that we could sell. You know, people overcomplicate the shit out of e-com and dropshipping.
Yeah.
It's nothing more. Putting up a website, having a product with a good picture that people are interested in, having a good offer, so good pricing strategy, running ads to it, and getting orders. It's nothing more than that. People overcomplicate the shit out of it, but
How do you test?
you test by running ads. Yeah, so you
But
get
so you would you actually place an order to get the inventory first?
No,
Or would you
no.
drop ship first to see if it works? And if it works, then you go and buy a load of inventory.
So if people are in e-com right now and they want to start a brand, and take away one thing from this podcast is don't buy inventory from the jump. Don't do it. Drop ship it first. Test how it works. Once you have proof of concept, for example, you're doing 1K a day in revenue, 2K a day, you know it works, then you buy inventory. Look, why did Icon succeed also when I took a huge risk of purchasing inventory? Bro, my first inventory...
What was the first order?
Bro, the first order was 60,000.
Yeah.
In 60,000 euros. First order. But why did I do that? Well, it was because I knew it would sell. I knew even if it doesn't go to plan, I will be able to sell it in a year or whatever. I just had that confidence, and that's what you want to get. And
I fucked up once. I dropped 50K on bikinis. Never done female stuff
50?
before. 50K.
Oh, bro.
Because I thought...
And you didn't test it before?
No, I just thought...
Bro.
Well,
Rookie.
I was like, this is the men's stuff is doing well, and I thought, well, I need something to match with the male swimwear stuff. Like, let's bring out some bikinis. I want to get some women involved with the shoots.
Yeah.
So I remember I got a team of girls together. We sat down, we brainstormed, we came up with like 4 different designs, bottoms and tops, and then we tried to get the manufacturer to replicate it. Took like 3 rounds of sampling to come close, but it still wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Like, I've waited like nearly a year to start selling bikinis. Let me just go, I'll buy it, pay for the invoice, let's just get them sold. And then obviously the majority of my audience is male. Obviously I have some female audience as well, but none of them are looking at me for, you know, fashion advice when it comes to women. I don't have a fucking clue about bikinis. I couldn't try them on. I couldn't see like, how the hell do I know if a woman wants to wear this or not? So that was I mean, I've just sold the stock now. It's taken me years to get rid of it all, but that was a big risk.
It's a lesson.
Yeah,
it's a lesson, honestly. And you know why it's risky with inventory? Because it sets you back, like not just one step, like multiple steps, because you have the inventory. Look, why dropshipping is so good. If you test products and it doesn't work, change it. Done. Like no risk at all. Even my top tier clients, let's say they come with a brand ID, I don't tell them to buy inventory. Why would you? Why would you? If people have to understand that dropshipping is just a way of fulfillment. Your store looks exactly the same. If your store looks like a dropshipping store, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Your store needs to look like a proper store, needs to look clean, like a brand that people actually want to buy. And in the back end, dropshipping is just where it's being shipped from, you know? And that's one of the reasons why I have had clients that went from doing a couple K in revenue a day to 50K a day, 60K a day, like serious numbers. And if we talk about why the fuck I am where I am today, also with my clients, how people respect me in the e-com scene, is because I'm the only one that has like a brand like this. My brand does over 2 million every month in revenue, and I'm here helping people, meanwhile deeply in the game. And that's the problem with all these fucking gurus online, you know? The problem is they teach something that they don't do. They don't have a shop for, so they don't have a brand. They don't do it at the moment. They maybe done it 2 years ago, got a little bit of revenue, and then they're here making money from their coaching.
Yeah.
I have so much pride. I discuss that shit, you know. I cannot do that. I would never do that. And that's why I am where I am now. I've never sold my soul. I think I have it from my mom. My mom is just such an honest woman, and I would never snake somebody for money or do things like that. And that's right now the problem. But that's on the other hand also why we are doing it big, why we are doing this big, and why we taking over the whole e-com scene, also online, because authenticity, bro. That's nowadays what's missing.